LaForce for us tonight on the sideline. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. They're stuck in neutral, unable to gain any real positive momentum.
And right now for the 76ers, they're moving upwards just a bit. Still plenty of work to do, but as they say, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. We've got Quentin Grimes. He's out there with Jared McCain. Embiid is out there with Kelly Oubre. And for Cleveland, the rim protectors standing tall for him, Mobley and Allen. Garland is out there with Sam Merrill. And it's Tyson in at the 3 spot. And DB, at this early part of the season, what's most important for the head coaches?
What's fascinating to me, Kevin, when you listen to coaches talk is whether you're a championship coach or a first-year coach, one of the biggest things you have to do is figure out your rotations.
4 on the clock. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. McCain's shot is off. Mobley outside. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by the 76ers. This game against Cleveland is the first time they've met this season. Shot by Grimes. No good. And so it's Mobley with it. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Pass to Tyson. Here's Mobley. Garland left side. And it's Grimes with the rebound.
Boy, taking what's there. Very good shot selection, just not the result you hope for.
Now here's Embiid. And it's sent back by Allen.
Early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still trying to find its way.
Well, Mobley very effective when he gets very good position on the interior.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Here's Grimes. 17 points in his last outing. Here's Embiid. The shot will not fall. Excellent D there from Allen.
Yeah, tough start. 0 for 4. Just relax a little bit.
Merrill passes to Garland. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Mobley outside. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. The shot no good. Tyson. For Philadelphia, they've gone 0-4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Pass to Grimes. Connects from 3-point range.
How about the quick trigger off the catch from Grimes? Nice.
Right side, Garland. Here's Merrill. Here's Tyson, covered by Oubre. The shot no good. Tyson.
Boy, just a tough time making shots. Only 1 for 5. They just need to settle in here.
Stolen by Garland. Here's Merrill. He's guarded by Grimes. And Mobley throws it down.
Now you've got to play and pick and roll if you're in the NBA game. Evan Mobley, a very good screen setter and a nice roll there.
Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And, GA, you think about high skill level offensive players. Darius Garland near the very top of that list.
Well, the son of an NBA point guard in Winston Garland, Darius has been preparing for this level his entire life. And his offensive package is as polished as anyone.
Garland with the bucket.
Well, you can see how effective Darius Garland can be shooting it. It's all about him finding his rhythm.
McCain gets a wide open look. The 76ers with another miss. Cleveland leading by 3. Takes the 3. And it's Grimes with the rebound. And now Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to talk with the head coach of the Cavaliers. We talked about the strategy tonight, particularly against Joel Embiid. He said, quote, "I told my guys to get as physical as they want," adding, "He's not a guy you can guard gently. He demands that you get aggressive." Guys, back to you.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. First free throw is good. Well, Greg, we know at his peak, Joel Embiid, one of the elite two-way centers to ever play in the NBA.
The former league MVP, but when you weigh close to 300 pounds, it moves like he did. Not entirely surprising that his lower extremities took a toll.
He's perfect from the line this time. And the Cavaliers' Kenny Atkinson. Doris winning the NBA Coach of the Year in 2025.
And this was just an incredible honor for Kenny, who, of course, long-time record as an assistant coach, great player development coach, joined Steve Kerr for a time and says that experience helped take his coaching to another level. That has manifested in Cleveland.
76ers trailing. Pass to Grimes. And here's Embiid. No good on the triple. Merrill with the ball. Still scoreless. Here's Tyson. Back to Merrill. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
The 76ers trail by 3. Oubre outside. Pass to Grimes. The 76ers with another miss. And so Garland will bring it up to the Cleveland Cavaliers. Here's Tyson. Now, here's Garland. Buries the long-range jumper. Garland's got 5 points so far.
Wow, a lot of distance on that jumper by Darius Garland. Nice.
Here's Grimes. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And how about the payback there, guys? You do you, I do me.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire. A little bit of pride at stake.
Back to Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Now, this, guys, is something Garland does so well. Excellent reading defenses, exploiting them in the pick and rolls. That is nicely done.
Here's McCain. Pass to Embiid. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Looming large on the interior. Embiid, hard to deny.
Cleveland leading by 3. Allen outside. Allen a screen on McCain. Back to Garland. Off with the layup.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
McCain with the ball. Garland picks him up. McCain's shot is off.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Pass to Merrill. His three-pointer's off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Mobley against McCain. Three-pointer. The Cavaliers pull it in.
Been a tough stretch for this guy right now. Looking a little out of sorts.
And they pick up 2. 8 points for him.
Strong start here early. 4 of his first 5 made.
Now McCain. Nothing on the board. Pass to Grimes. The rebound by Merrill.
Boy, that's the kind of contest you need to force the miss.
McCain against Garland. Here's Mobley, and Mobley throws it down.
Oh, my goodness, the size and athleticism athleticism of Evan Mobley. What a sight to behold.
The 76ers trail by 7. They set the pick. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Mobley. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
Yeah, their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense. Right now, let's bring up the 2K leaderboard and see the teams that really knew how to clog the passing lanes last season. 5th on the list, the 76ers.
You could tell by watching them how much they enjoyed playing defense. They seem to have an endless reserve of energy flying around and pressuring the basketball.
That free throw, no good. And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought him in.
And he sinks the second. Hey, Doris, were you surprised by the success the Cavaliers had last season?
Well, Kev, I certainly expected them to be a terrific basketball team, but that win total was completely striking. But that's the unforgiving part of the business, right? Regular season success doesn't necessarily always translate.
Edgecombe, no good. Cleveland leading by 6. And here is Garland. He has 5. Corner shot. And Embiid pulls it down.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
To the inside. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Embiid's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, just catching your teammate in stride right there. That makes the game easy.
It's Garland with the ball for Cleveland. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
One of the things that you know when you miss free throws is you're giving the team opposite you all the momentum. You're failing to capitalize on their mistakes.
Philadelphia with the ball after Darius Garland missing on that last three-pointer. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Edgecombe. Embiid controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And just knows where to go. Embiid positioning himself perfectly to get the putback.
Allen with the screen for Jerome. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. The 76ers trail. Pass to Oubre. 1:37 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Edgecombe. 8 points his last outing. It's stolen by Allen. Garland, the pass to Jerome. And here is Garland. Wade from outside. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. And the Cavaliers lead by 5. Philadelphia shooting only 28% here in the first. A shot a game offensively for them so far. Pass to Embiid. And that one is good. Embiid's got 10.
Boy, this guy's been a monster this quarter. His team has needed it.
Jerome deciding where to go with it. A shot by Wade, wide open. And another three for Cleveland.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
30 seconds left in the first quarter. Embiid. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And how about the poise from Embiid? Gets fouled, but stays with the shot and able to get that one in the air.
The 76ers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. The first free throw is good.
Better than most centers from the line. Embiid exceptional with his hands.
And Philadelphia making a change here. That one is no good. Tries to save it. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. Some changes for Philadelphia. Bonus checked in, and Charles Bassey's subbed in for Trendon Watford. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Jerome with it. Still yet to score. 11 seconds left to play in the first quarter. 6 to shoot. Beyond the arc. Another three for Cleveland. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Right back after this break. For those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at the Cavaliers' performance here, what do you guys see?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
We've got Wade, and it's Livingston in at the 4 slot. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. So, Greg, you played in the league over a decade. What's the toughest thing about being a pro basketball player?
Lots of things. To me, it's just keeping your spot. Every year, there's just so much talent coming in. So holding on to a place on the roster, then that can be as difficult as anything.
Livingston hits both of them. And some young promise in the backcourt for Philadelphia.
Maxey already an all-star. Jared McCain looks to continue his promising start. And Quentin Grimes, a revelation last season. And let's not forget, number 3 pick B.J. Edgecombe. They are loaded at guard.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. The Cavaliers have twin towers with Jared Allen and Evan Mobley. Allen said when Evan was first drafted, there were a lot of questions on whether 2 big men could work together in the modern NBA. At this point, I think we've proved to everybody they're wrong. It's all working out, and every single year it gets better. Back to you guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks. The 76ers trail by 10. Edwards looking it over. Pass to Edgecombe. Lets a floater go. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Over to the wing. A 3 ball. Jerome, no good. And so Edwards will bring it up for Philadelphia. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Well, I'm sure they're still enjoying that one. You love going into a tough building, tough place to play, and shooting the lights out. Nothing like silencing the crowd.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Council. Hasn't made one yet. Edgecombe, no good. Now Jerome. Bates passes to Jerome. Wade sets the pick for Jerome. On the 3 off target. The 76ers trail by 10. Edgecombe with it. Down low. Here's Bona. And he banks in the layup.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Time now to look at the NBA's top shooting teams from a season ago. Second, the Cavaliers.
Hard to shoot the ball any better than they did. I mean, they weren't the best in the league, but, man, they were right there.
Now, here's Wade. He's coming off a 10-point game against Atlanta. Garland left side from 20 feet out, and he knocks down the jumper. Garland's got the lead up to 10 now for Cleveland.
Darius Garland becoming more and more of a factor night after night.
Here's McCain. Scoreless thus far. Edgecombe, no good.
Well, this has not been his night. The effort's certainly there, but he looks disjointed.
Pass to Merrill. Over Grimes. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that
one. McCain against Garland. Now here's Embiid. In close, Embiid gets it to fall.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
The Cavaliers leading by 10. Pass to Merrill. Here's Wade. Latrey. It's rebounded by Edgecombe.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Greg, we know something every scout liked about V.J. Edgecombe was his raw physical ability.
Yeah, many felt he was already NBA ready in terms of his physique. He's fast, he's strong, and he can just leap out of the gym. No waiting for him to fill out. This guy is ready to go.
Here is Livingston after the Sixers pick up 2. Back to Garland. And McCain pulls it down. McCain's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Embiid with the screen on Garland. And it goes out of bounds. The last touch by Embiid. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the 76ers. On Saturday, they'll head home and take on the Toronto Raptors. Then on Sunday, they'll go up against Cade Cunningham and the Detroit Pistons.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing, but it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
Allen's checked in for Dean Wade. It's stolen by Allen. Cleveland moving the ball around. Livingston, that's good.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
The 76ers trail by 10. Pass to Embiid. To the paint. Here's Edgecombe. Cavaliers with the rebound. Tyson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And here is Garland. Fires from the line. Gets some rim on the way in. And the bucket's good. And it's a 12-point Cavalier lead. And Grimes has it in the corner. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, he's 6'5" with a strong frame. Mr. Grimes is not afraid of a little contact, folks.
And in 2028, Cleveland poised, GA, to welcome the WNBA's 16th franchise.
Reviving the name and branding of the Cleveland Rockers, one of the W's inaugural teams that folded back in 2003, soon back on stage after a quarter-century hiatus.
And he can't get the first one. Hey, Doris, for a GM trying to build a championship-level roster, what's one thing that can really help?
I think the way the salary cap is constructed, maybe the single most important thing you can do as a GM is draft well. You have to be able to find players who can contribute right away. And talent evaluation is not an exact science. The ones who do it well and don't miss on those big-time picks, that is a huge deal.
Now, here's Garland. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against Atlanta.
And don't forget the sensational plays he made out there. He saw the court so well, firing perfect passes to teammates for wide-open shots.
The 76ers trail by 11. Pass to Grimes. Now here's Embiid. Here's McCain. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck to beat here. It's just not his night.
The 3 from Garland. The 76ers have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Now Grimes. 7 points in the game. Clock at 6. Here's Oubre. Cavaliers with the rebound. And here is Garland. To the middle. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Evan Mobley is in a zone right now. The defense would be well advised to try to keep it away from him.
The 76ers trail by 13. Pass to Grimes. Embiid the screen. Now McCain. Here's the 3. They grab their own miss.
And he has lost all confidence out there. Still not a single field goal made in the game.
Here's Tyson. No scoring in this one. Here's Merrill. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Garland's got 5 assists in the game.
What a great pass. Darius Garland keeping his eyes up, finds the man on the perimeter.
Philadelphia's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Bounce pass from McCain. Here's Embiid. A solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Embiid's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boy, he's been impressive scoring the basketball, but it is really tough to play from behind.
And here's Garland for three. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Grimes. Offline with his three. The Cavaliers leading by 14. Here's Garland, and the basket is good. Garland's got 11 points.
Boy, how about the nimbleness to overcome the defense inside. Darius Garland makes his opportunities.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy.
For him last season. First in shooting percentage. And he did his share on the glass, battled his way into the top 15 in rebounds per game.
And last year, he really was the poster boy for scoring efficiency. You could count on one hand the number of bad shots he took. Here's Embiid. He picked up 24 points in their last one against Chicago. Covered by Mobley. Shot clock at 6. That misses off the backboard. The Cavaliers leading by 16. Inside. And Mobley throws it down.
Making it look easy. Mobley using that size at the rim.
Philadelphia's gotten into trouble with the three ball in the second quarter. Only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. And Grimes has it in the corner. Pass to McCain. To the inside. Embiid, no good. The Cavaliers shooting an efficient 53% from the field. Down low, Embiid with the steal.
2 minutes.
Oubre outside. McCain with the ball. He has yet to score. 6 to shoot. Here's Embiid. Allen with the rebound.
This guy's such a talented finisher, but the D does just enough.
And here's Garland for 3. Pass to Miller. McCain against Garland. The three-pointer off the mark.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Here's McCain. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. In the corner, it's Mobley. Hands it from downtown. Mobley's got 17 now.
Boy, if Mobley continues to hone that outside jump shot, folks, look out. You will not be able to guard this guy.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
McCain's shot is off.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Allen, a screen on McCain. Arrow on the wing. McCain defending. Here's Mobley. It's hauled in by the 76ers. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? He narrowly misses getting the distance.
The 76ers have gone 5 of 8 from the charity stripe here tonight. And the first one at the line is good. And McCain drops them both. Here's Merrill. He's guarded by Grimes. Now Merrill. Here's Tyson. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Cleveland taking a 19-point lead into the break. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sidelines. Allie?
I'm here with Nick Nurse, and Coach, I saw you imploring your team to pick it up. Where do you need to be better in the second half?
Well, we're not very good offensively right now. I think we're taking some okay shots, but we got to be a little bit more patient and keep moving it around a little bit. Need multiple paint touches rather than just one. So we just got to do a little bit better job of getting off it and relocating a little bit.
Patience is a virtue. Thank you, Coach.
Terrific stuff, Allie. Thank you so much. And we'll be back for the third quarter right after this halftime break.
Thanks for tuning in. We love the mountain climbing, don't we? Well, there's a huge mountain to climb for the Philadelphia 76ers.
I give credit to their opponent, forcing shooters off their spots, making them uncomfortable.
Yeah, it looks like these guys came in unprepared for that.
And since we have a chance, let's see our award winners, Players of the Week. For the Western Conference, Stephen Curry.
When Steph gets hot, like he's been lately, best show in the NBA. There's no defense that can take away what he does.
Yeah, he can loft it from the vending machine. And you know, like we always like to say, fellas, he makes it look
effortless.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Evan Mobley has been sensational.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
Oh, his power is unbelievable. An intimidating force when he's at his best.
So it's the Cavaliers now. And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. We've got Kelly Oubre, Quentin Grimes out there with Jared McCain. Then there's Embiid. Now here's Mobley. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
Man, that is a big-time tough finish. Evan Mobley doesn't back down.
The 76ers trail by 21. Here's Embiid. Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
Better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Back to McCain. Embiid sets the pick for McCain. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Merrill can't hit. The 76ers trail by 19. Oubre on the wing. McCain finds Oubre. From deep. And it's Tyson with the rebound. Tyson's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Mobley the pass to Garland. For the three. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
This is frustrating. You come out to start the second half, you've made 1 of your first 4 shots.
Oubre outside. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Embiid. The three. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
The big fella, Embiid, making it look too easy.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Joel Embiid over the years has had some tough luck with injuries. He said, "I've broken my face twice. I came back early with the risk of losing my vision, broken fingers. I still came back. I wish I was as lucky as others, but that doesn't mean I'm not trying to do whatever it takes to be out there." Back to you.
Thanks a lot, Allie. And it's the 76ers with the ball. Darius Garland missing his last shot.
Boy, I don't love his shot selection tonight. You've got to work for better looks.
Well, one thing the fans have come to expect from Jared Allen, Doris, some acrobatic finishes.
What's amazing, Kevin, is you might be looking at the rim, and there is no Jared Allen in your vicinity, and then a second later he's flying by and finishing. He's got great instincts.
And here are the 76ers now. The Cavaliers making the shot. Embiid sets the pick for Oubre. Back to Embiid. And stolen by Mobley. Ahead. And it's Allen with the jam.
Oh, when Jared Allen gets near the basket, you just know he's going to finish with authority.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Bounce pass from McCain. Yes, that goes in. Embiid's got 7 now in this quarter.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Pass to Merrill. Allen against Embiid. Now Garland. Oh, good with the triple. Here's Grimes. 7 points in the game. McCain with the ball. 5 on the clock. Lets it go from deep. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Pass to Mobley. Outside Garland. Back to Mobley. To the middle. Here's Allen. And he converts the layup. Allen's got his second bucket of the night. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Cavaliers.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
They've also been scoring on the break with how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court. Anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Embiid. And it's good. He's made 2 for every 1 he's missed. 10 of 15 in the contest.
In such a rhythm right now. Feathery touch. He's lighting them up.
The Cavaliers leading by 20. Pass to Merrill. Garland left side. Clock at 6. Here's Tyson. The offensive rebound. Goes back up. Garland, no good.
Oh, he had all the room he needed. Just failed to convert it.
And here's Oubre. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And now we get a chance to check in on Evan Mobley. He's coming off an excellent season, and he did his share on the glass, battled his way into the top 15 in rebounds per game.
And he was a shot-blocking machine last season for sure. As you said, top 5 in the league. He gave ground to absolutely no one. Jerome, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. The 76ers also with a sub. Bonus checked in. The Cavaliers again can't hit.
Well, he went into the locker room with 1-3 to his credit, and he's still looking here for number 2.
To the paint. Here's McCain. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Jared Allen. 76ers have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game.
McCain, 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Cleveland leading by 19 points. Now Merrill. Oubre pulls it in. Oubre's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to McCain. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Allen's got 7 rebounds in the game. Merrill on the wing. And there's the call on Evan Mobley. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Team foul.
The 76ers trail by 19. Covered by Mobley. Here's Grimes. That one good for 2. Grimes has got 9.
Yeah, Grimes has the frame to work down low. I like when he gets inside.
Jerome finds Merrill. Pass to Tyson. It's Allen on the wing. Cleveland moving the ball around. And another miss by Cleveland.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
Fires the 3. Grimes with the bucket. 12 points for him.
Well, you talk about spacing the floor. This is exactly what you hope for from Quentin Grimes. Boy, he may not be the biggest center in this league, but big-time athleticism on display.
So it's Philadelphia now. It's a 16-point game. Here's Bona. Pass to McCain. No good on the 3.
This guy is completely out of rhythm this quarter. He just can't get going.
Now here's Allen. Out to the wing. Mobley, left side. Offensive rebound. And then Allen slams it in.
You know what? That's all about hustle and a nose for the basketball. Tremendous job on the offensive glass by Jared Allen.
The 76ers trail by 18. It's Grimes on the wing. Oubre outside. 5 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. The Cavaliers pull it in. Allen's got 9 rebounds now tonight. McCain against Jerome with the second effort. And Allen with the layup. Allen's got 10 points here in the second half.
And Allen is a problem from right there. This guy's so good at using his body and his touch.
Pass to Grimes. Here's Oubre. Now McCain. For 3. Mobley with the rebound.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
Jerome finds Mobley. The Cavaliers with a new 14. Back to Merrill. Drills the three-pointer. Merrill's got 5 points in the quarter.
Boy, finding shooters on the perimeter. Mobley has worked so hard on his passing game.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
Please welcome to the court, the power of Disney.
Teams will make substitutions. These are the players who had the most success from deep last season. You take a look at Jerome. Dangerous player from three-point land. A great talent with a great release.
The bucket must have looked 3 feet wide to him last year. I mean, very deserving in terms of that spot among the league leaders from three.
Now here's Edwards. Still without a basket. Embiid with a screen on Jerome. Edwards passes to Embiid. Yep, it counts.
Domination, plain and simple. Embiid isn't holding back. It is giving the defense all he's got.
Pass to Garland. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Garland's got 13 points.
They're not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
We've got 1:08 left in the third quarter. Edgecombe with it. 5 points in the game. Now Embiid. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
He has been a one-man show trying to keep them competitive.
Bates, good.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
There's 47 seconds left to play in the third. Now Edgecombe. It's Edwards on the wing. Off target with his 3. Hit them clean. And now the 76ers on the break. Pass to Edgecombe. "17 seconds left to play here in the third. And yes, it's good. He has 7.
Unlike most young guards, Edgecombe would rather have it around the rim. Doesn't want to just chuck up Jays.
There's Garland, and Cleveland again with the bucket. And so it's Cleveland in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. They have been excellent at both ends of the floor. The scoreboard showing what a complete performance this has been. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Ty Jerome out there with Darius Garland. Then there's Wade. And it's Livingston in at the power forward. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. And he gets the bucket. Embiid's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the 76ers. Garland looking it over. From the arc. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
76ers moving the ball around. Edwards can't hit. The Cavaliers leading by 21. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. DB, given his accuracy, do you think Darius Garland will ever be in the 50-40-90 club?
You know what, Kevin? I think very few people have ever done it. Do I believe Darius Garland has the talent to do it? No question about it. He is a tremendous shooter and an electric young guard in this league.
And he makes the first. So, Doris, when it comes to punishing flopping, the acronym is STEM, and you can walk us through this. STEM.
That's right, Kevin. Secondary, theatrical, embellished movements. Players are always going to embellish contact because they want to make sure the official sees it. What the league doesn't want are the flailing pirouettes, the exaggeration or feigning of contact. Those actions will be penalized. You know, one of the things that makes Darius Garland effective, guys, because of his size challenges, that in-between game is so important. His floater is on point.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
That's Cohen. One shot.
One shot.
Free throw drops for Edgecombe.
Well, you want to talk about upside. DJ Edgecombe has as much as anyone in this class, except for maybe the top pick, Cooper Flagler.
Jerome, no good.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Here's Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
Well, he is so efficient, so productive. But for them to have real success, he needs help.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Now, here's Garland. To the inside. Wade. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Edgecombe. Edwards, a screen on Garland. Here's Edgecombe. No good from 11 feet. And so Garland will bring it up for the Cavaliers. Wade outside. Jerome passes to Livingston. Back to Jerome. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Cavaliers lead by 20.
Yeah, terrific work in the two-man game results in an easy bucket. That's how you do it.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Pass to Bessie. Now Edgecombe. That's in, coming off the assist from Embiid. Edgecombe's got 6 here in this quarter.
Boy, that's his second 3. First of this half, though.
Jerome against Edwards. Launches it. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Pass to Council. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Jerome's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And here is Garland. Back to Jerome. Wade sets the pick for Jerome. Off target from outside.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Pass to Bessie. Here's Edgecombe. No good from outside. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Outside Garland. The Cavaliers again can't hit. The 76ers trail by 17. Right side, Edwards. Pass to Embiid. Here's Council. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Embiid. Launches a 3. Another miss by Philadelphia. Cleveland leading by 17. Jerome finds Garland. And Wade now top of the key. Here's Livingston. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Philadelphia has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Here's Bassett. And here's Edwards from the arc. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Bang, bang. Doesn't get much simpler than that.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. Up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey guys, well during that last break I heard Kenny Atkinson as he talked with his team. He told his guys, quote, "Do not get complacent. No coasting to the finish line here. Stay on the gas, keep the energy up, and close it out. Coach doesn't just want them to hang on to this lead, he wants them to extend it."
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. Now, here's Garland. To end the cold streak, a nice shot by Mobley. Mobley's got 23.
Now the skill of Evan Mobley on display. Incredible touch for a man of his size.
Back to McCain. Lets it go with the 3. And it's Tyson with the rebound.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Allen's shot is off. The 76ers trail by 16. Pass to Oubre. Here's McCain. And it's off from 3-point range. Mobley dishes to Allen. Allen a screen on McCain. Locked up there for Allen. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Oh my goodness, Jared Allen catch a body on the way to the cup.
The 76ers have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. High post, Embiid. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
I'll tell you, they're leaning hard on this guy, but he's going to need some help here.
For the 76ers, Joel Embiid, shooting 1.
One shot.
The free throw drops for Embiid. Here's Garland. Pass to Mobley. Baseline jumper. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's McCain. Embiid with the screen on Garland. McCain's shot is off.
It was a rough game offensively. He's really struggled, and really probably why they're trailing.
Garland, no good.
Boy, not looking sharp at all here in the second half, but it hasn't deterred him one bit.
Shot by Grimes, no good. The Cavaliers leading by 15. Outside Garland. Here's Tyson. Mobley, a screen on Oubre. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. Here's Mobley. Plays it up off the glass. And that's now 25 points for Evan Mobley.
In the painted area, Mobley just so effective. Hard to cover a guy who's got that kind of size so close to the cup.
McCain with the ball. Pass to Embiid. To the middle. Evan Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Tyson. Fires the 3. Oubre pulls it in. Oubre's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Grimes.
Somehow comes away empty.
Mobley outside. Merrill passes to Allen. It's stolen by McCain. Pass to Oubre. 76ers moving the ball around. Here's McCain. Misses the 3.
I mean, I guess you can appreciate the confidence, but his three-point shooting has been brutal this half.
Here's Garland. Pass to Merrill. Now Allen. Just 5 on the clock. Puts up a 3. Mobley misses. The 76ers trail by 17. McCain. The putback. He parachutes in for the putback. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Now Mobley. Here's Tyson. Outside Mobley. It's Allen. Strong move off the glass.
Jared Allen continues to do the dirty work down low. This guy is so fundamentally sound.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Outside Embiid. McCain outside. Off target from outside.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Now Mobley. Now Merrill. For 3. Doesn't get that one. The 76ers trail by 17.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Cavaliers.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And so with this, they'll end up with their 2nd win on the year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Evan Mobley.
I think it would be impossible to overstate the influence he had on this basketball game. He was the centerpiece of what they did on the offensive end and the anchor of their defense. That's as complete a performance as we've seen.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Three, good.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
Quentin Grimes, 3 points.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponents.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So for Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us. And now our player of the game, Evan Mobley.
Gotta stay select. Don't come around to me, better come correct. Different lives that we lead. I'm in the Nike check in a bank Louis V. Tools on the Muppets, I stop make no sense,
Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson, Stan Van Gundy, and Grant Hill here with me. And in a few moments, we'll hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. They're holding in the same spot, looking to climb the rankings.
When I look at Utah, they're hanging in the lower third of the pack so far, but it's only the start of the season, so it's not panic time yet for all the fans out there.
The starters for Utah. They've got Sviatoslav Mikhailuk, Bailey out there with Walker Kessler, and it's Hendricks in at the 4. And for Detroit, Isaiah Stewart out there with Jalen Duren. Then there's Cade Cunningham. Then there's Jaden Ivey. And it's Thompson in at the point. And while it's maybe too early in the year to get a true sense of the league's pecking order, Stan, when does that start to take shape?
Well, not for a while. Once all the teams have played each other and we've seen all the possible matchups, then we'll start to get a better idea.
Pass to Bailey. Over Cunningham. And Bailey gets it to go.
And with the ability to rise up above defenders, Bailey is a problem.
Here's Duren. Now here's Cunningham. For 3. Kessler with a rebound. Pass to Hendricks. And here's Bailey for 3. Connects from downtown. Bailey's got 5 now.
And with his size, Bailey can rise up over most defenders that are on him.
Thompson passes to Duren. Cunningham outside. 3-pointer. Utah grabs the miss. A tough loss coming against Boston in their last game.
I'll tell you what, once things started to go downhill, their performance plummeted. They wound up getting pretty ugly.
Yeah, they just committed too many mistakes at both ends. But credit their opponent for being disruptive.
Detroit has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Ivey outside. Pass to Cunningham. Back to Ivy from behind the arc. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one.
They haven't been able to find their rhythm. That's 3 straight misses now.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Cade Cunningham picks that one up.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And Stan, the Pistons' J.B. Bickerstaff, the runner-up last season for Coach of the Year.
Well, yeah, instead it went to Kenny Atkinson, who replaced him in Cleveland. But B.A. talking about landing on your feet, Bickerstaff showing again he can turn things around.
And he drops a first. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And the Jazz haven't been past the second round since 2007. Now trying to build a contender.
Well, B.A., they know in the West that's a tall order. They got to be patient and build this thing from the ground up.
Now here's Cunningham. 14 points for him last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis. And again, no good by Detroit.
Yeah, a bit of a slow start here. They're 0 for 4 to begin the game.
Pass to Mikhailuk. Puts up a 3. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall. For Detroit, they've gone 0 for 4, missing their first 4 attempts. On the wing, Ivy. He had 9 points in his last time out. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To win the cold spell. Kessler with a rebound.
Just brutal. I mean, 5 straight misses to begin the game.
Utah moving the ball around. Here's Mikhailuk. Fires in the triple.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Looking back at last season, the best when it comes to shot blocking. Well, you look at Kessler, such great timing and instincts. He's the best shot blocker in the league right now.
Even when the ball would swing.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, Duren finds Thompson. Back to Duren. Pass to Thompson. And here's Ivy from the arc. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson.
And something Ivy continues to improve. He's becoming a real threat from downtown.
Jazz leading by 7. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Detroit with the ball. Following the bucket by the Jazz. On the wing, Ivy beyond the arc. Another miss. He's 1 for 4 from the field. For Utah, they've gone 4 of 5 so far, looking sharp. Here's Mikhailuk. Ivy defends. And the bucket is good.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And so Thompson will bring it up for Detroit. 11-point game. This game against Utah, the first time they've met this year.
Yeah, they had some trouble with this team last year, splitting the season series.
Pass to Bailey. It's Mikhailuk on the wing. Here's Kessler. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Kessler's got his second basket of the night.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
Now here's Thompson. In his last outing, he had 11 points. Cunningham outside. Clock at 6. On the wing, Ivy fires the 3. Rebounded by the Jazz.
And guys, this shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
Releases. Can't nail the jumper. Pistons trail by 11. When you're a 6'8 pivot like Isaiah Stewart, you'd better have the strength to battle longer players.
Yeah, B.A., his game is all about power. Once he establishes position, it's hard to root him out of there. And, man, he set some teeth rattling.
Good work down low. I mean, I like how confident Thompson is from this area.
On offense, here's Utah. They're on a 16-7 run. Pass to Bailey. Launches a 3. No good. The Pistons shooting an unremarkable 30% in the first. Duren, the pass to Ivy. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Ivy's got 7 points in the game.
Oh, one of the better attackers of the rim. Ivy will not be stopped.
Utah moving the ball around. Pass to Mikhailuk. And here's Bailey for 3. And he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Ivy outside. Here's Cunningham. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Cunningham can spin his way out of a tornado. What a great handle.
Pass to Mikhailuk. 5 on the clock. Fires from deep. The rebound by Detroit. Cunningham, right side. And Stewart with a basket on the assist by Cunningham.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Utah leading by 6. Pass to Bailey. Fires the 3. Duren with a rebound. For Detroit, they've gone 6 of 13 so far in this one. There's Cunningham with a 3. Kessler with a rebound. Kessler's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Mikhailuk. And Cunningham pulls it down.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. A big win here or there can really sustain a rebuilding team, and Utah coach Will Hardy said the results matter in order to keep belief in your process, seeing the work pay off. The building of a team doesn't happen in one day. The players are staying with it, and they deserve all of the credit for that. Back to you guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. Utah with another miss. Pistons trail by 6. Duren, the pass to Thompson. And here's Ivy. Out of bounds. It'll be Utah's ball.
Yeah, not a great pass there. You got to be on the same page as your teammates.
Holland, he's checked in for Detroit. Sasser comes in for Thompson. Filipowski, he's checked in for Utah. Sensabaugh comes in for Mikhailuk. Jazz leading by 6. And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
It may be a players' league, but the coaches obviously play a big part as well.
And this is when a coach earns his paycheck. Analyze the situation and give your players the information they need to succeed.
Pass to Bailey. Shot clock at 6. Good D by Cunningham. Pistons trail by 6. Sasser outside. Now Stewart. Cunningham outside. Detroit moving the ball around. Sasser outside. Fires from deep. Kessler with a rebound. Kessler's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And over the 5 decades of the Jazz franchise history, almost half of those years they were coached by the great Jerry Sloan.
Well, the Jazz were a team that took on Jerry Sloan's toughness and a willingness to fight at all times. Those days are in the past, but they still echo in Utah.
Here's Sasser. The Jazz making their last shot. And here's Duren. 20 points for him last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
And he was a monster on the glass. Really helped them control that part of the game.
And Utah has possession. The Pistons getting their last shot to go. Here's Bailey, and he jams it home with authority.
Yeah, this is how impactful Bailey can be. When he's cooking on offense, there's not a lot you can do to stop him.
The Pistons have gone 7 of 16 so far. Pass to Sasser. The 3 is up. Rebound, Utah. Here's Bailey. He's watched by Cunningham.
2 minutes remaining.
Kessler a screen.
2 minutes.
Here's Bailey. Here's Sensabaugh. There's the 3. And Cunningham pulls it down. Pass to Sasser. Lets it go from deep. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Stewart. And here's a look now at who shot the ball the best during last season's campaign. Jalen Duren is second.
So consistent from the floor. He shot it at a great clip last season.
So for the Pistons, Reed's checked in for Stewart. Robinson comes in for Duren. And Karis LeVert is subbed in for Cade Cunningham. Jazz leading by 8. Inside. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
And Detroit is shooting only 39% in the early going. Pass to Robinson. LeVert outside. 6 to shoot. The Pistons need to get one up quick. Sasser can't hit.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
There's a screen. Pass to Potter. Here's Collier. Hey, from beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Robinson. Now here's Sasser. Back to Robinson. Sasser, right side. Launches a three. It's hauled in by Sensabaugh.
Well, he can't get anything to go right now. It's time to look at affecting the game in other ways.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. From the low block. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds to the Jazz as Utah retains possession. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
Let's see if that block can amp up this team. I mean, they're looking for anything to get themselves going.
Here's the pick. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Collier. Oh, trying his luck from deep. That shot, no good. And so it's Utah earning this break in the action, up 10. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
You have to like the fact that they're not settling at all. I mean, they've really made a point to get the ball down inside and challenge that interior defense.
On the floor for Utah, getting going in the second. They've got Kyle Filipowski. Williams is out there with Collier. And it's Sensabaugh in at the small forward position. Here's Holland. Still no points. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Here's Potter. Outside, Williams. Utah, the rebound. Tries again. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Pistons trail by 13. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
LeVert passes to Reed. The jump hook. Utah grabs the miss. Second quarter basketball. Just over a minute and a half played so far. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
And in the last 2 possessions, they've painted a picture of what not to do. Just way too loose with the basketball.
For Detroit, they've got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. Pass to Holland. And Grant, when it comes to a franchise player, how much does it help to have a guy who unites the locker room?
Well, you know, B.A., when you think of guys like LeBron James or a Stephen Curry or Tim Duncan, it's not just about their play on the court, but the type of person you see in the locker room. That can rally a franchise.
And Potter gets it to go.
Come on. There was very little resistance inside there from the defense. They have to be better.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy.
It's time to get out with the mascot. Let's prove.
for the Pistons. Cunningham's checked in for Robinson. Ivy comes in for LeVert. And it's Asar Thompson in for Sasser. Then for Utah, Hendricks is checked in for Potter. Bailey comes in for Sensabaugh. And Mikhailuk subbed in for Williams. On defense, the Jazz. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Here's Ivy. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Pass to Hendricks. Here's Bailey. He's watched by Cunningham. Clock at 6. Here's Bailey. He had a 36-point outing in their last game against the Celtics in Boston.
Yeah, and the effort on the boards last game gave them that many more chances. But when you give him room like that, just expect it to go in.
Jazz leading by 12. Here's Collier. No points so far. Pass to Filipowski. Here's Mikhailuk. From outside, off the mark. And so Thompson will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Last game matched up with the Grizzlies. A tough loss there.
I really think the nail in the coffin was their missed free throws. That's usually an ominous sign.
Yeah, and it can be deflating when you leave all those points at the line. But it generally is a make or miss lead.
Holland can't hit. Utah has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. While we have a small sample size of Isaiah Collier, he has shown impressive flashes so far.
Yeah, B.A., I really like how confident he is. When he's out on the floor, he carries himself like he belongs here. A confident mentality can go a long way for a young player. Here's Thompson, following the three by Utah. Pass to Ivy. Now here's Reed, covered by Filipowski. Reed, no good. Utah leading by 15. He takes it in. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher. Thompson scanning the floor. And here's Ivy from the arc. Utah grabs the miss. Filipowski's got 5 rebounds tonight.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Pass to Collier. Over to the wing. Here's Bailey. He's watched by Cunningham. Offensive rebound. Here's Bailey. Goes back up. And there's the rejection.
Cunningham has great length for his position, and he uses it right there.
Launches it. Utah grabs the miss. Filipowski's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Mikhailuk. Here's Collier. Here's Bailey. He's watched by Cunningham. Here's Collier. Oh, he tries a 3. No luck on that one. Thompson with some nice D. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell. Flying high, Asar Thompson. I wish I still had hops like that.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. checked in for Detroit. And a switch here also for Utah. Kessler, he's checked in for Filipowski. Jazz leading by 15. Pass to Mikhailuk. Here's Bailey. 12 points for him. To the right side. They set the pick for three. Collier. Utah with another miss.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
And he's going to the line for two. The officials saw contact while he was going up. Detroit shooting their first free throws of the night.
At the line for Detroit, Holland.
Shooting two.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Second free throw, no good. Jazz leading by 14. Pass to Bailey. 6 on the shot clock. There's the triple. Thompson pulls it in.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
And here's Stewart. Cunningham deciding where to go with it. Jacks up a three. The offensive rebound. Powerful take from Cunningham.
Well, with the size that Cunningham has, he is a real handful inside.
They absolutely want to add to what's already a big lead.
No question, B.A. No reason to let up. Just keep playing your game.
And he goes in for the dunk.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. And so Thompson will bring it up for Detroit. At the conclusion of this one, they're off to Brooklyn where they'll face the Nets. That'll be the first leg of just a 2-game trip for them. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Cade Cunningham is leading the way for this Pistons team. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said he shows belief in his teammates, and that's what leadership is. He's with you during the good and the bad. That gives the rest of his team more comfort and confidence. Back to you.
Establishing the mindset. Allie, thanks very much for the report.
I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving.
Ivy outside. And he drops it in from the low post. Ivy's got 9.
Just finding room to go to work inside. Ivy really relies on his physical abilities to get a close-range shot.
Jazz leading by 12. Pass to Mikhailuk. Here's Hendricks. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Bailey. He's watched by Cunningham. Bailey's shot is off. Detroit shooting just 31% in today's game. Not great. Cunningham finds Ivy. Here's Holland. Detroit moving the ball around. 4-3. Rebound, Utah. Here's Mikhailuk. Pass to Bailey. And he drains it, making him 7 for 15 for the day.
Yeah, attacking in the lane. I like that. Bailey not just hanging out on the perimeter.
Here's Holland. Back to Thompson. Ivy outside. Unloads. Rebounded by Bailey.
Now, he hasn't been great this quarter. The coaches need to try to figure out a way to get him going.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Pass to Thompson. Here's Holland. Now here's Ivy. Takes a three. Utah grabs the miss. Bailey's got 4 rebounds now.
And his struggles have been apparent. Unable to make an impact scoring the ball.
Here's Hendricks. He's watched by Cunningham. Hendricks no good. Pistons trail by 14. Pass to Cunningham. Ivy up top. 9 points in the game, and the shot goes in. Ivy's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And that's fantastic body control. Ivy's showing he can take hits while shooting.
1:10 left to play in the half. And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Change here. Duran's checked in. All right, now let's have a look at who was really dominating the boards last season. Well, you look at Kessler, 5th in the league, a really strong rebounder.
Simply put, he was terrific down low last year, owning the glass.
A minute 6 left in the first half. Pass to Hendricks. Here's Bailey. He's watched by Cunningham. And it's good. 2 points. Bailey's got 6 points in the quarter.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today, but you can't make it that obvious.
Jazz leading by 14. 41 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Bailey. Takes the three, and the three-pointer goes. Bailey's got 21.
Well, he's already got 9 points from three-point range. They need to pay attention to him wherever he is.
Kessler against Stewart. Now Ivy. Shot clock at 5. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
And how can you not be excited about Ivy's potential? You can tell he wants to keep getting better.
Detroit shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes a first.
Well, a top 5 pick back in 2022. Jaden Ivey's athleticism sticks out in a league of athletes. He is that explosive.
and so he hits both.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
To the left side wing. Here's Bailey. From down in the low post, it goes. Bailey's got 11 here in the quarter alone. And so it's the Utah Jazz leading by 17 at the end of the period. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
Greetings, everybody. Before we review the first half, let's take an early season peek at how the Western Conference is shaking out so far.
You know, right now for Utah, they didn't get the email I sent. Season has started, fellas. They look surprised they're getting whoopings. High hopes does not win games. They got to wake up, get it together. Good news, still time.
And now, how about that first half? Talk about a dominating display for the Utah Jazz.
It's one-sided on the scoreboard. Also in the rebounding column. They're hammering on these guys. This is how you blow a team out.
Yep, secure those boards, good things happen. Scientifically proven.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
With a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Pistons trail by 17. We've got Asar Thompson, Cade Cunningham out there with Jalen Duren. Then it's Isaiah Stewart, and it's Ivy in at the shooting guard position. That's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5 as we get going in the second half. And for Utah, they're shooting at 45% of the game so far. And Grant, when it comes to pure...
No longer team, he got kicked off. Throw up the alley and watch our lift off. We got him. Look at the score. No Michael Jordan, we in Dior. Bet on the Warriors when they hit the floor. Yeah, get your...
Playtime mode is the big league. Go. Playtime mode is the big league. Go. Playtime mode is the big league. Go. Playtime mode is the big league.
Perfect release from the top of the key. 3 step back, pull up, switch cheese, slam. Ooh. Got the crowd out their seats. Up. 1 step closer to the big ring.
Playtime mode is the big ring.
Go.
Playtime mode in the big ring.
Go.
Playtime mode in the big ring.
Go.
Playtime mode is the big ring. Go.
To make you better, the doctor's here to save the day. I know you're up so early. It takes some time to learn my ways. I promise that I'm better off with you. I'll stay like a carnival, holding on to midnight. Like a carnival, holding on forever. So familiar, haven't I been here before? I know you smile.